All right. Welcome to the stream. So new we have a special stream today. New Magic set, Edge of Eternities, just came out on Magic Arena today. And I've taken the day off work. I'm planning on just drafting nonstop as long as I can. So unfortunately the servers have been down for a couple hours, just some technical issues, but it seems like they're back up. So excited to play. For those of you who are watching me play Magic for the first time, a little bit about my background. I started playing Magic in Tempest Block in 1997, I think. My favorite Magic format is Limited. Second favorite is Draft specifically. Second favorite is Commander. The first set I started drafting was Mercadian Masks, which I think was in 1999. And since then, I played in a couple Pro Tours. I've cashed the max prize in maybe 4 or 5 arena opens, primarily by playing Limited. So I love Limited. I'm a diehard Limited player. And yeah, I'm excited to draft a new Magic set. So fingers crossed that this actually works. All right, I'm in the queue. Nice. So I've been looking at the spoiler for the set a bit. There's still, a couple cards. I'll probably quite a few cards I'll have to reread. But I'm not totally unfamiliar. I have to say, looking at the set, black is looking pretty good to me as a color. That's just my first instinct, but yeah, let's see how it goes. I'm a bit skeptical about some of the archetypes, like the blue-white double spells or the red-white station. But it's day one, so let's see what we got. All right. We've opened a weapons manufacturing. When a non-token artifact you control enters, create a colorless artifact token named munitions. But when this token leaves the battlefield, it deals 2 damage to any target. So this is going to be good in probably the blue-red artifact deck. Create a lot of fodder. It's also Delicious Delicacy, which is pretty good. When it ETBs, it has flash and artifact. Target creature gets -3/-3 till end of turn. And it's a food, so you can sack it to gain 3 life, but you can also sack it to make an opponent lose 3 life. So it's good for void. So you social engineering an enchantment that creates a creature every time you play a land. Yeah, this card's good. Sea Ship Agrarian. I'm leaning between the Delicacy and I think Delicacy is probably the best card, if I'm being honest. The manufacturing, I do kind of want to try it, but the problem is I just don't know how you're going to sack all the tokens yet. I think I'm just going to play it safe and take the Dubious Delicacy. So like I said, I like black. It's a good removal spell. Okay, what do we got? Tractor Beam. When this aura enters, tap enchanted permanent. You control enchanted permanent. Enchanted permanent doesn't untap during its controller's untap step. So probably just removal, but also lets you steal a creature if it's got a good static ability. All Fate Scroll I think is decent. It's a mana rock where at late game you can sack it for 7 and draw X cards with X number of differently named lands you control. Not bad. Zookeeper Mech is a 2-drop, 1/3 that you can tap for red mana. Not bad, not bad. Let's see, this is Vigilance as long as you cast 2 or more spells. Okay. So I'm leaning between the Tractor Beam and the All Fate Scroll right now. All Fate Scroll does go in any deck. Tractor Beam is solid removal. I think blue-black is probably solid. I think I'm going to try the Tractor Beam. Ooh. All right, I think this card is really good. Requiem Monolith. Tap until end of turn. Target creature gains. Whenever this creature is dealt damage, you draw that many cards and lose that much life. That creature's controller may have this artifact deal 1 damage to it, activate as only as a sorcery. So you can target your own creatures and choose to ping them, and then you draw a card, lose a life each turn. So it's like a Phyrexian Arena. But you can also target their creatures pre-blocking. So if they block, chump block a fatty, they take a bunch of damage and lose a bunch of life. There are a couple combos, like there's Spacecraft, which does 10 damage to something. So I think this card's really good. I'm going to take it here. Desculpting Blast is pretty solid. Diplomatic Relations is green removal. Yeah, I mean, there's some decent cards here, but I think the Monolith is really good. I want to try that. So I take that. All right, what do we have here? Stomping Ground. So the green black uncommon when it ETBs mill 3 cards, and then you can pay 5 and sack it to reanimate a creature or spacecraft from your graveyard. That's not bad. Some sort of filler black cards. I think this worm is quite good. I think it's decent. 5 mana, 5/5, and ETBs. You gain 2 life. It has Warp 2. I think this 3/3 that makes the Lantern token's not bad. But I'm kind of leaning towards the green black uncommon. Both these black cards are not very exciting. I likely want to be black at this point, but I'm not committed to blue. So you know, I think this is the strongest card if I do end up green black in the pack. So I'm going to try that. All right, so here we have, let's see, Embrace Oblivion. It's like the bone splinters of the set. You know, resack another artifact creature, put a counter on this. That's whatever. This card's not bad. I would need cheap removal to make it good. I'm tempted to just take Embrace Oblivion. I think it's maybe better than this. I don't know. I'm not that crazy about the Evangel. Let's try that. Ooh, Faller's Faithful. So this almost makes you think black is opens. I mean, that with the Requiem monolith was it pick 3. When this creature enters, destroy up to 1 other target creature. If that creature wasn't dealt damage this turn, its controller draws 2 cards. So you can target their creature, make them draw 2. If it dealt damage, you just get to kill it for free. You can also target your creatures, your fodder, and draw 2 cards. So it's almost like a 3 mana 3/1 that when it ETBs you can sack a creature, draw 2, which is quite nice. So I think I'm going to take that here. This is one of the combos I was talking about with a Requiem monolith. It's 10 damage, so that's not bad, but I like Faller's Faithful. Wow, this is a late Circuit Feeder. This card I think is actually quite good. 6 mana, 4/4 flying. When it ETBs until end of turn, target creature you control gets +X/+0, and another target creature an opponent controls gets -0/-X for X number of artifacts you control. I currently have 2 artifacts right now, but if I end up green black, I'll have landers. If I end up blue black, I'll have lots of artifacts. So also this card, double bounce spacecraft. I think the relic is really good, but I think the Circuit Feeder is going to be really good. And I know that I'm black. I don't know that I'm blue yet. This card is good. 5 mana instant, draw 3 cards. Wow, there's another Faller's Faithful. This card also very good. Black seems really open. Swarm color. Nutrient block. All right, I'm going to take another Faller's Faithful. Just keep cutting black while it's flowing. I do think this card is really good. Surveil X with X number of artifacts you control, and then draw 3 cards for 5. That's solid, but take another Faithful. All right. There's a Nutrient block, which probably isn't the strongest in green-black. It's probably fine in blue-black because it's an artifact. I already have an Embrace Oblivion, so I don't feel like I need to take a second one yet. I might try the Nutrient block. I think Shattered Wings is fine, and same with the Biosynthetic Burst, they're fine, but ooh, the Allscript, this Wield, I think? I was considering taking this pretty early on. It's also Command Bridge, which is not bad if I want to splash. I'm going to take the All Fate Scroll. I think, for one, it's an artifact, and I have a couple of things that care about artifacts, or at least I have one thing that does, and I think the card is actually strong. This card's not bad. The Hilder Blade, the Light Jammer's not bad. I'll take the Hilder Blade. It's uncommon. It's black. All right, I'll take Dark Endurance for the sideboard. It's a combat trick. Target creature gets +2/+0 and gets indestructible till end of turn. All right. So I like Vote Out a lot. 4 mana sorcery, Convoke, destroy target creature. Really good. This card's interesting. Enchant artifact or creature you control. The first time you create 1 or more tokens each turn, you may instead create that many tokens that are copies of enchanted permanent. I am not in love with this card. It's just too many hoops to jump through. You have to put it on a creature, have the creature live, and then you got to make a bunch of tokens, and it's got to be a creature good enough that you want to copy a lot, and I don't know, you just get 2 for 1 if they have removal. I don't love it. I think it's easy Vote Out here because already black is flowing, and it's a like premium black removal, so maybe wheel, probably not going to wheel the Cryo Shatter. Maybe wheel, I don't know. There's nothing really amazing here. I'm expecting to wheel, but easy vote out for me. So if I want to keep going black removal, there's depressurize. Target creature gets -3, -0 till end of turn. If that creature's power is 0 or less, destroy it. Instant for 2 mana. Also, this card, Greypack Monoist, I think is pretty solid. 3 mana, 2/1 flyer. When this creature dies, create a tapped 2/2 colorless robot artifact creature token. I think this green-white card is really good, but obviously can't play that. I think the whale is pretty solid too, but again, I don't really know that I'm blue, and I'm not going to move into it yet when there are good black cards here. Sacrifice an artifact creature, reanimate creature spacecraft with, all right, CMC 5 or less. That's fine, but I think I'm going to take the depressurize. I already have a couple 3s. I don't know. You can't go wrong. Wow. I just have all the removal. All right, at some point we'll start taking good creatures, I guess, but the good removal keeps flowing. Tragic Trajectory, sorcery for 1. Target creature gets -2/-2 until end of turn, and then if you've triggered Void, that creature gets -10/-10 instead. So definitely going to take that here. Yeah, not much else I'm really crazy about. This card could be okay if I'm blue-black. 3 mana for a 2/4 flyer, but yeah. Easy Tragic Trajectory. Okay, I mean, this is a card that might push me into blue-black. When this enters, draw 2 cards, then discard 2 cards unless you discard an artifact. And I'm picking up some artifacts. I'm going to depressurize here, but I already have a lot of removal. I do want creatures, because ultimately this Requiem Monolith isn't going to be good unless I have creatures with probably more than 1 toughness. So there's also this green card. It ETBs with X +1/+1 counters. When it leaves the battlefield, you can put those counters on something else and you can warp it, but it's very mana intensive. I think I'm kind of more drawn towards the blue-black cards, so I'm gonna take that. All right. So we have, let's see, Gigastorm Titan. Spell costs 3 less to cast if you cast another spell this turn. I do have quite a few 1-drops, so I could theoretically play this on turn 3. It's like not unreasonable. There's another All Fate Scroll, but I'm not going to take a second one. I think Perigee Beckoner is not bad. Not bad at all. Swarm Color is not a bad way to trigger Void. Yeah, I think I'm going to take the uncommon. Ooh. I like this card a lot. 3 mana, 1/3. When the creature deals combat damage to a player, draw a card, and it can't be blocked if you cast 2 or more spells this turn. I think that card's quite strong. Some good white cards here. Some okay blue cards, but I'm going to take the Scroll Thief. Seems good to me. All right. Especially with all the removal. You know, removal can clear the way and the Scroll Thief can get in. All right, now, so we got Cloud Sculpt Technician, 3 mana, 2/4 flyer. Also Comet Crawler. I'm going to take the Comet Crawler because there was a Cloud Sculpt Technician in an earlier pack, which I think might wheel. Let's see. When this ETBs may sack an artifact. If you do, put a counter on target creature and draw a card. It's not bad. I might take that. It's an artifact. Yeah. This card's not bad either. All right, we'll try the Mechan. It might be okay. I do have a nutrient block. I might get like a, what was it, like the Cryosphere or something. I don't love this card. Skittermaw. I think both these cards are pretty bad, but I might take this just for the curve, and it's an artifact. I have a lot of 3-drops right now, not many 2s, so take the Shield Mate, but put it in the sideboard for now. So we got the Whale, which is a solid 5-drop, 3/5 flying, Surveil 2, and also this equipment. I'm going to take the equipment because I have the Scroll Thief. It's really good on the Scroll Thief. Although I mean, that pick might be wrong. I think Whale is solid. All right, take another one of these. I think the Light Jammer is not bad, but you do need more creatures. It's also an artifact. All right, so I think we're fully in a blue-black at this point. Cosmo Goyf. Yeah, I'm not really into that. Let's see. Ooh, this isn't really a good pack for me. Whenever an artifact you control enters, put a +1/+1 counter on target creature. That's really good, but Blue red, I don't really have any lander tokens or anything, so doesn't seem very splashable. I could take Lost in. How many creatures do I have right now? I have 9 creatures, so I definitely want to pick up more creatures. But this guy's filler. I don't want to take a second Hilderblade. Yeah, I don't really love any of these. If I'm being honest, I might just take a Beckoner, just because I think it's okay. It's a creature. I don't love first picking that though. Unravel is fine. It's a counter spell, or if you countered something that was warped, you draw a card basically. Ooh, I actually might like this a lot. 2 mana, 2/1. When it dies, create a lander token. So it's a 2-drop, which I need more of. It creates an artifact. It ramps me. Seems like it does a lot of the things that I want. I think I'm going to take that over the Unravel. Again, these aren't really cards you want a first and second pick, but I think it's what the deck needs. Do I want a second Requiem Monolith? Second Requiem Monolith. So if you have 2 out, the first one makes you draw 1, the second one makes you draw 2. I'm not going to take a second Microsizer. This thing is fine. Makes them... Oh, there's also a Cryogen Relic, which seems really good. 2 monoliths. I'm going to take the Relic. Nah, I'm going to take the second monolith. I can't help it. I'm too greedy. I feel like maybe the Relic is a disciplined pick, but I don't know. 2 monoliths sounds sweet. But I do need to pick up more creatures to make that work. So that's, I don't know, that's the downside. So this card is good. 5 mana, draw 3. Surveil X with X number of artifacts. I have a couple of artifacts. So in a deck with a lot of removal, it seems solid to me. So I think I'm going to take that. I'm probably going to get this 2-drop here, and honestly, I think I might just want a cheap artifact defender. Also with 2 toughness for the monoliths. It's going to be important. So we have, Virus Beetle. There we go. Virus Beetle, amazing. It's an artifact. I can sack it to Faller's Faithful to draw 2 cards, or I can just ping it to with the monolith, draw a card. I think Virus Beetle is exactly what this deck wants. So we're going to take that. All right. I don't mind Hull Carver. It's a 1 mana, 1/1 Death Touch, but it's an artifact creature. Again, cheap. Good defensive card. I think this deck might want to be defensive. So yeah, I like that here. Let's see. So Mechanizoa or second Embrace Oblivion. I don't think I need a second Embrace Oblivion. Mechanizoa, it's not bad. I also do want more creatures, so I think I'm going to take that here. 6 mana, 5/5 artifact creature that freezes a creature for a turn. I'm not going to take a second Microsizer. Ooh. Oh, yeah. We're taking Pinnacle Killship. I have 2 monoliths. 2 monoliths in this. I can do 10 damage to target creature. I mean, that's too sweet not to try, right? Okay. Lost in Space or just a dorky creature. I have 15 creatures. I think I'll take the Lost in Space. It's an okay kind of pseudo removal spell. And then we can take an Unravel. All right, the Dirgecraft came back. Definitely gonna have to make a bunch of cuts here. Probably the Light Jammer doesn't seem good in my deck. The Microsizer is questionable. Yeah, I'll take the heavy, but probably won't play it. Okay. Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna take the Microsizer because I don't think I'm really beating down. This is primarily good when you're attacking. I mean, it is really good with the Infiltrator, but yeah, I think with the double monolith and like all this removal, the deck probably wants to play more like a control deck. So I think I'm going to cut that one. So let's see, what else is on the chopping block? Maybe Hilderblade, maybe Perigi Beckoner. Cut some of the Mechans. Maybe I'll Fate Scroll. Maybe Comet Crawler. It's pretty filler. I think I want the Prospector. I think that'll be good for me. Mech and Shield Mates. Yeah, I mean, that could get cut. Nutrient Block could get cut, I suppose. So what combos do I have with Nutrient Block? So I want things that care about Void or care about artifacts. Like I have a mono with Circuit Feeder cares about artifacts. The Download cares a little bit. Let's go with Gigastorm Titan. It lets you cast it on turn 3. All the 1-drops, although granted I can't Embrace Oblivion on turn 3, but a lot of these 1-drops will be good with the Gigastorm Titan. It's good with Alfariel. It's an artifact, so I can discard it. It's not bad. Kind of just does a lot of little things. This destroys creatures. Right? I was wondering if, well, even if it could destroy an artifact, the Faithful, it couldn't destroy the Nutrient Block. It's indestructible. So I have to cut 6 cards. I have 15 creatures. With the double Monolith, I don't want to cut too many creatures because really that card is good on your own creatures. I think Hilderblade is an easy cut for me. Again, this deck's probably not beating down. Spacecraft, this thing could also get cut. Again, if I'm like, don't have a ton of creatures, the card's not bad. Yeah, it's not bad. Baccaner could be a pretty easy cut. Yeah. Well, Beckoner is kind of good with like Baller's Faithful, Virus Beetle, Beamsaw Prospector. It's not bad. All Fates Scroll. Maybe I just don't need the All Fates Scroll. That could be a cut. It does help me get to the kill ship. To cut 5 more cards. So currently I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 cards over here in the maybe cut zone. And how many of those are creatures? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that would mean I'm cutting at least 4 creatures, putting me down to 11 creatures. That which would make the Dirgecraft a lot worse. I don't know. I mean, maybe 2 Requiem Monolith isn't correct. I could cut the Nutrient Block also and just play more creatures. I do kind of feel like I want the Shieldmate just for curve purposes, and it's an artifact, and it's got 2 toughness, so you can curve Shieldmate into Monolith and start drawing cards immediately. Like, do any other of my creatures allow me to do that? They all have 1 toughness. So yeah, I think I actually do want the Shieldmate for that reason. I think I do cut the Beckoner. Four more cuts. How many artifacts right now? I have 14 artifacts. But really, I don't need a lot of artifacts per se. Like, I guess the Mechans care about artifacts too. Those are really good with the Nutrient Block. Yeah. Cut the All Fates Scroll, I think. I just want more bodies, especially for the monoliths. I can't have too many things that aren't creatures. So the Embrace Oblivion goes well with Nutrient Block, Virus Beetle, Beamsaw Prospector is not bad. Dubious Delicacy is a good one to Embrace Oblivion with. I could steal a creature with Tractor Beam and then sack it to Embrace Oblivion. Yeah, I mean, I would say the Embrace Oblivion is not incredible. It's not bad either, though. It's definitely questionable. Because I currently have Trajectory, Depressurize, Dubious Delicacy, Double Faller's Faithful, Vote Out Tractor Beam. That's 7 removal spells, 8 with the Circuit Feed. Yeah, I already have a lot of removal. Maybe I just cut the Embrace Oblivion. Yeah, I'm going to cut that. We can bring it in, after post board if we determine we need it. This card is a beefy artifact, slows them down. I kind of like it. Currently have 3 1-drops for the Gigastorm Titan. Yeah, I think the Titan seems not bad. I want to try it out. I have to cut 2 things. I think one is cut one of the mechans, I think. I do think I want one of the mechans. So I guess Comet Crawler would be the last cut. The lifelink does sound nice though with the double Requiem monoliths. You know? I do kind of want to get that in. So maybe I just cut the... I could also cut the Dirge Craft. Yeah, I'm going to cut the Dirge Craft. Keep the Crawler. I think Crawler's a little cheaper. I think I just want some of the incidental life gain to offset the monoliths. Yeah, I think this is going to be the deck. I'm excited. Pinnacle Killship with double Requiem monolith. That's pretty awesome. I hope I get to dome somebody for 10, or hey, even maybe if I have 2 monoliths in play and I hit their creature twice, and then I Pinnacle Killship it, then it'll have 2 instances of the ability, and so it'll draw 20 cards, lose 20 life. My God. All right, so in terms of mana, all right. Yeah, 8-9 seems fine to me. All right. Let's try it out. This deck seems fun. All right, we're gonna play first. Yeah, gonna keep this hand. Drop shield mates. So I could vote out something next turn, but I don't. Probably not gonna do that. Yeah, definitely not gonna do that. So when this ETBs, draw 2 cards and then discard a card. All right, card's not bad. So we're gonna play the Virus Beetle, and that's gonna let me attack with a Mechan. They discard a card. All right, attack them. Okay, Virus Beetle, so good. So I vote out up. All right, they're not adding to the board, but I can't necessarily attack next turn if I don't play an artifact. Ooh, oh, Faller's Faithful is so good. So yeah, I can do it to my own Virus Beetle. Draw 2 cards. That's pretty good. I guess I should do it now because I could draw the Nutrient, whatever, and then attack with my Shield Mate. So yeah, let's get that going. Okay. All right, no attacks. There's the Monolith. So I could play Monolith next turn, and attack, and then post combat maybe draw a card. They could block with a 1/2 on my 3/2. So if I try to ping my own Shield Mate, I'll lose it. That's... Although they might just crew here. They probably will, right? No, they didn't. Oh, amazing. I can play the Gigastorm Titan. So actually, okay, this is nice. I'm gonna play the Monolith first, so I can attack with the Shield Mate. And they might block here. Oh, they're probably just gonna... They want to save it for the Faithful, so just attack here. All right, they didn't. We'll ping it. Yep. Draw a card, lose a life. All right, and then play the Titan. Okay. We're 2 land drops away from dealing 10. Well, I mean, once we draw the card. They could play the whale here. I could just kill it with a vote out. Cryo Shatter, okay. When it's dealt damage, destroy it. So if I want to ping it with my own stuff, it gets destroyed. Beginning of your own stuff, you control 2 more tapped creatures, put a +1/+1 counter on target creature you control. Remove a +1/+1 counter from a creature you control. Tap target artifact or creature. Interesting. Okay. So the circuit feeder, I have that. I'll have 3 artifacts. Yeah, 3 artifacts. So I probably want to kill this thing. All right, let's do that. Play pre-combat so I can get the buff. If they have the counter spell, it's pretty good because then I can't attack with my 3/2. All right. So let's see. Target creature you control. I'm going to target the Faller's Faithful. And a creature they control. 3 artifacts. Yeah, let's kill the Chaplain. And then try and attack for 9. I'll probably tap the Faller's Faithful. Yep. All right. So now we get to attack for 3. And then we'll draw a card, lose a life. Give me the 10 damage spell. So close. Yeah, Requiem Monolith is really good. Soon I can target one of their creatures with it, so they won't have a good block available. So this needs 8+ to become a 4/4, and they currently have 4 station counters on it. Okay, that card's good. Whenever a creature with ++1 counter on it. Oh, yes, we did it. Oh my god. So let's see. Is that lethal? I make them. I target this. Oh no! Why? Come back! That was definitely lethal. Man. All right. Well, I hope we'll actually get to pull it. That game was gonna happen. It was gonna be, we're gonna make him draw 10, lose 10, go down to 1, and then attack with 3 creatures, and they would die. But hopefully we actually get to do it. So we're playing blue-white. Okay. Yeah, I don't feel like I really. I don't feel like I really need anything here. It did have the whale that they warped. Yeah, I don't think I really need anything. The Requiem model is kind of funny with the Faithful because you could technically target their own creature, and if they accept the ping and then draw a card and lose a life, then you could kill it with the Faithful because it took damage. I mean, it's their choice, right? If they want to take damage from the monolith. All right, I think I'm gonna run it back. I don't really see anything I want to change. I mean, I could maybe change the Mechanozoa because they had a couple cards which they had one card which cares about things being tapped, like gives them benefits, but they already have Spacecraft. Yeah, I think I like the Mechanozoa. I kind of want to try it out. I could also, I mean, I could. No, I don't want to bring in the All Fate Scroll because they do have a lot of just like white dorks, which could threaten me. I think we're just gonna run it back. Ooh, this hand is definitely mulligan. All right, I don't love it, but we're gonna keep it. Play the swamp because in case if I draw, I have a black 1-drop, so I could draw that, and then maybe I want to play a second swamp and go 1-drop Tragic Trajectory in the same turn. Okay. I'd love to draw Virus Beetle. That would be amazing. I could make a discard and then sack it to draw 2. Tractor beam. All right. Bluff a counter spell if they play something. That's kind of annoying. It's going to target itself, and then when I kill it. All right. Well, that's actually a really good one, a tractor beam, because it's got an ability that is quite annoying. Do I just play the faithful? We're not really close to having fodder. Yeah, I'm just gonna run it out. Get a board presence. Definitely not targeting their creature. Next turn, I might tractor beam their 3/3. Creature dies, puts counters on target creature you control. Okay. No blocks. All right. So I definitely want to. I think I want to tractor beam this. Yeah. I don't want them having that passive ability where when a creature counters on it dies, they get a 1/1. And I want to get rid of that first without killing it, so my other removal doesn't generate tokens. I'm going to attack because this, when it dies, he puts counters on another creature. He doesn't have another creature right now, so it's actually kind of a loss of value for him to block your trade. So I don't think he will. If he does, I'm happy about it. All right, removal on it, that's fine. I don't care about that. Sacrifice an artifact. Ooh, I could potentially get a counter on this if I sack an artifact. Ooh, are they going to sack? Nice. All right. So now they have a large creature, but I can kill it pretty easily. All right. I might just cast Vote Out on it. Yeah, I think I'm going to do that. Oh, they have nothing? That's nice. So I could play the Crawler or I could play the Mechan. I would love to sack an artifact to it so I get a counter and then get this thing going. Definitely more mana efficient to play the Mechan. He has the Whale coming up. I'm just going to play the Crawler, I think. Tap like this to not reveal that I have Tragic Trajectory. I'll wait a little bit longer on the Mechan, because I really want the counter on it. And he's going to play the Whale anyway, so the 3/4 can't get through it. Granted, I could have attacked for free, and then when he would have blocked, I could have trajectoried post-combat. So actually, maybe that was a reason to play the Mechan. All right, well now I could Cerebral Download, just draw 3 cards. It's not bad. Kind of want to do it now. Yeah, we're going to do it now so he can't counterspell me. I have no artifacts, but it's okay. Draw 3 cards is good. Okay. No attacks. Ooh, I could sack the Trooper and get a 1/1. But that's not a, it's a 4/3, so the Whale would just eat it. So that's not good. But eventually, I could do this. I could delicacy something and then sack it to the Mechan. That's good too. Auxiliary Boosters. It's a good card. All right. Let's see here. I could just play the 5/5 and just tap the 3/4. That's not bad. I could also warp it. Warp it, play Shieldmate and Hull Carver. We're only at 12. I'm going to attack first and attempt to delicacy here. Do I want to... it's tempting. Yeah, I think I'm just going to do it, actually. Do it now. They're going to block. I'm going to shrink their thing. Oh, they just took it. Okay. Don't mind that. But I think what I might do now is just go warp this and play these two, I think. Nah, I'm just gonna play the 5/5. Yeah, that seems good. I could have also, I guess, tragic trajectory there since I had a void. I'm sacking the thing. Could have killed the whale. Maybe that was actually better, just to freeze all of his things. Cryo shattering everything. It's fine. All right. That is a little bit annoying. So I could play Hull Carver. I could sack it, draw a card, and then I could tragic trajectory. Kill the whale. I can still sack things with this also, actually. So I could sack the 05 that way. Yeah. And then I could tragic trajectory. I feel like I still want to sack the whole... Oh, wait, this is an artifact. Easy. Sack that. All right. So let's put a counter on, I guess, the 2/2. Yeah, put it on the 2/2. We depressurize. That's not bad. Oh, I didn't... Why did I attack with that? That was a mistake. I just clicked attack all. All right. Well, I'm losing the Comet Crawler, which is annoying, but it's okay. I think what I'm going to do here is... No, I will not. I'm going to depressurize one of the flyers. So first I'm going to tragic trajectory the whale. So I do have void. And then on his upkeep, I'm going to depressurize the 3/4. All right. I did it upkeep because if he does have like a counter spell or a pump spell, he has to spend mana on his turn, so it makes it hard for him to develop to the board. Ooh, that's a good card. I mean, I do have the delicacy still, and also this thing kind of shuts it down pretty well. Oh, but he can give it flying. All right, that's a problem. The monolith is a nice draw here. So we're going to attack with both to start. Try to get him with dubious delicacy. He's not going to take this, I assume. Yeah. He's on to me. So let's first draw a card. I need to find an answer. That's not bad. So yeah, I definitely want to get many artifacts in play as possible. Let's go, yeah, Hull Carver and Shieldmate. Pass. That gives me 4 artifacts. Next turn I'll have 5. Not enough if he equips the equipment on it, which he is doing. Okay. So the delicacy will buy me time. It's hard to race this thing, though. Another Cryo Shatter. So many Cryo Shatters. Okay, and then a flyer. Okay, so I could kill this thing. It's like, yeah, I could kill this thing, and I could chump that to buy myself one more turn. Before 5 artifacts, 7, 8 mana. I can't play both of these. I think we're gonna draw a card first. Do 1 damage here. All right, Gigastorm, Titan. So yeah, I could play the Circuit Feeder and the Titan and just hope that he doesn't top deck removal. Yeah, I think that's our plan. All right, let's not mess it up this time. All right. I mean, if he bricks next turn, I think I can just kill him. Actually, he can't even kill me. I'm at 5. So, all right. Because he'll go up to 8, and then I can definitely hit him for more than that. And I have the delicacy to do the last 3 points. Okay, so now he's playing defensive. So yeah, I can just kill him with delicacy without even attacking. Let's just do that. Make him lose 3 life. All right. Nice. Okay. 1-0. Okay. Full Carver. Yeah, I'm going to keep this hand. I have a 1-drop. I have a 2-drop removal spell. This can maybe sack my 1-drop to help draw 2 cards, and the Monolith will keep the cards coming. Although none of my creatures right now can survive it. If I draw an island, I'd be tempted to wait until turn 3 to play the 1-drop, so I can play the Titan. I actually think for that reason, I should wait 1 more turn. I'm giving up 1 point of damage, but I think that's okay. I still have to depressurize. Because I would love to get a creature with 4 toughness on the battlefield so I could start using Monolith. Alright, well, that thing needs to go for sure. So, I think we're going to depressurize that. Or I could just play the Hull Carver. Nah, I'm just going to depressurize it. Do it now to play around combat tricks, pump spells. That would be a disaster if he pumped it. Green-white's all about counters, so they definitely have ways to put counters on at instant speed. Alright, cards whatever. Ugh. So I could play the Faithful. Or I could play this. I'm going to be mana efficient. Just play a Faithful. Just as a 3-1, unfortunately. Offer to trade. You might have a, pump spell or something. Be unfortunate, but not the end of the world. Yeah, I'll trade here. I'll offer the trade, rather. He wants to use a trick, that's fine. Alright, I'm happy with that. Card's good. Uh-oh. It's starting to get dicey. Play another Faithful here. At this point, I think I am going to want to trade the Hull Carver for a creature. Yeah, I'm just going to play another Faithful. Yep, I'll trade here too. Another one. All right. This one he's going to warp. Buys me a little bit of time. All right, the card's annoying. It's good. That's not bad. I'm gonna. All right. I'm sorry, Gigastorm Titan. You know you. I can't wait much longer. I'm afraid because I think I need to play the Hull Carver to hold off the 3/3, and the Beam Saw I will actually trade. Well, I'll probably trade it for one of the 2/1s. I think I just want. I think I just need to get the island next turn. Like if I miss again next turn, it's really bad for me. I could also not trade with a 1/1 and just play Monolith and kill my own Prospector. That's reasonable too. Unfortunate. Okay. This is going to come out soon. Take 6, Monolith. Yeah, I'm just going to chump block here. I'm aiming. Okay, there we go. Awkward now because now I can't get this thing out, but it's all right. So I think we play the Infiltrator because it's pretty threatening. He kind of will. I mean, he'll have these creatures to lead back, but it holds off the 2/1/1s. I think I just want to get a board presence going. Wouldn't mind another land next turn, so I could play the Monolith into the Titan. That would be really good. He attacks with the 3/3. Is 1 mana open? Alright, well, I'm blocking with the 1/1. Blocking a 1/1. Oh, he's got the Focus Fire, 2 damage to it. Yeah, I realized after, but that's okay. Alright, there we go. So now I can go Monolith plus Titan. Do I want to draw a card? He's going wide here, so I'll go down to 12. I block a 3 power thing. I take 6, go to 6. Yeah, I'm going to do it because I really need to hit my 6th land drop. All right, we got it. The next turn I can play a Circuit Feeder, kill the 3/2, and hopefully he's running out of gas and we can stabilize. All right, land. I like that. So I guess the Circuit Feeder could kill the 3/3. It's even better. I have 3 artifacts. Oh, this looks bad. Well, he played that after playing a land? Seems like a mistake. Card is threatening, though. Ooh, okay. Unfortunately, I can't kill this, but it's alright. I think we're still going to play. I guess technically we should draw a card first. Alright. Play the Circuit Feeder. Kill that thing. No attacks. Yeah, I think we just want to, considering our hand, we just want to stay defensive, preserve our life total. Okay, didn't draw a land. It's kind of good for me. So now I can vote out the 4/4, and he won't have any good attacks. I want to kill this thing before he draws a land, because then he can make this into like a 6/2, and then I kind of have to trade for it, which is not good for me. All right. So let's start by... All right, start by drawing a card. Seven mana. So I could go Mechan. Put a counter on something. All right, so let's go play the Mechan. Sure. We're going to sack a lander. Put a counter on the Mechan. Do any creature. Plus, so that's going to kill a flyer no matter what. I kind of want to put it on the Mechan itself just to spread around the power here. Ooh, that's good. And then we're going to vote out. So I want to tap the circuit feeder because that's not the one I want to block with. Kill this. Tap the circuit feeder because the other two I'd rather block with if I have to. All right, that one's down. And just chill. Get this out, and then I can probably start attacking. Tap down the 3/3, get to start attack with a circuit feeder. Just try to get him 10. 10 life's all we need, right? Draw that 7 drop. Ooh, Virus Beetle. Okay. Let's draw a card first. Second monolith. Okay. So I could Virus Beetle their last card, then draw 3. Yeah, I want to Virus Beetle the last card. All right. So this digs me deep. I can find the spacecraft. I think that's my plan. Do I want to trade this for the 3/3? Not really. I think I'm just going to sit back. Like, this favors me in the long run, I think. Especially with the double monolith now. Nutrient block. Tragic Trajectory. Alfariel's good. Oh, he's had enough. Okay. Nice. So green-white, kind of aggressive. Some counter synergies, focus fire, diplomatic relations, a bunch of token makers. So let's see. Anything that's bad here? I'm still going to keep the kill ship, I think. I could cut one of the monoliths. It is a bit suspect here. Definitely want good blockers. Lost in Space is reasonable. I could add another Mechan just as another kind of beefy blocker is not bad. Maybe this guy's better. Death Touch can block like a huge creature. Maybe that's a little bit better. Do I want to cut a monolith? I mean, it just takes over the long game is the thing. I do think it would be good getting him in here. I mean, the Mechan is tempting too. Like, it's a nice ability. Yeah, no, the Mechan is better. I think the ability is better than having Death Touch. being able to potentially draw a card or trigger Void. Yeah, I don't think about Lost in Space. So what do I cut? I could cut a Monolith. I could cut Cerebral Download. I could cut Pinnacle Kill Ship. I think I'm going to keep the Kill Ship. Could cut them. I don't really want to cut a Monolith. It's just so sweet. I'm going to cut the Cerebral Download, mainly just because it seems like between the Monoliths, I have enough card draw and 5 mana spell that doesn't add to the board in this matchup might be a little suspect. Like, you have to stabilize before it's good. This hand's also dicey, but if I draw an island, this guy kind of solves all my problems. I'm gonna keep it on the draw. I got the 1-drop removal spell. He put me on the play? Interesting. All right, nice. Got the island. Now we're cruising. Okay. Draw 2. Discard an artifact. I like Hole Carver. Nutrient Block's a good one with the Mechan. I could discard the Kill Ship. I'm pretty far away from casting it. Yeah. I mean, I know it's part of the combo, but I do think it's the worst artifact in my hand. During my turn, it has Death Touch. Yeah, no blocks. Okay. Ooh, I like Comet Crawler. Okay, I think this is pretty easy. I think I go Comet Crawler plus Hull Carver here. It is tempting to get a Nutrient Block out, so next turn I can play the Mechan and sack it, but I do think do think I want the Hull Carver out just to trade with one of these things. I'm going to start by attacking, though, because this guy has Death Touch on my turn. Also, I like Comet Crawler when we're racing. Diplomatic Relations, okay. Does he have a land? Not, he can't attack with the 2/3. Okay. No blocks. Oh, Vigilant. Vigilance doing work here. There's the Monolith. So I could do that Nutrient Block, I guess. Or I could just get out a 3/4. Stop getting greedy with a Nutrient Block. No, I can't help myself. I'm going to play the Monolith first. Target. Yeah, I'll target a Fariel. Alright. Let's attack with a Fariel. I'll take it. Play Nutrient Block. We're done. So I might take 6 damage here. But my plan is to put a counter on the Comet Crawler when I sack the Nutrient Block to the Mechan. And then so gain some life that way, and then I'll try to Trajectory. Yeah, we're just going to take this. Hope he taps out for a 4-drop. Probably honestly better to put a counter on Alfariel so I have 2 3/4s. All right, here we go. Here we go. So play the mech in. I'd also sack the monolith. Maybe I just wanted the life gain from the nutrient block. No. Yeah, we're going to sack the nutrient block. Maybe wrong. I'm going to put a counter on. I think on the Comet Crawler. Even though that'll make Alfariel a better blocker, I think I just like the life gain here. It seems pretty good. Then I could go Tragic Trajectory on this dude. Now attack for 5 and gain 3. I guess I should have Monolith first. Yeah, I should have Monolith first. Sequencing here isn't great. Going to 9. Hey, what's up, Moxie? Yeah. Yeah, things are good. Yeah, the sequencing here was not great, but I'm gonna draw another card here. Okay. If he kills the Comet Crawler, things get a little dicey, and I probably can't use the Monolith anymore. I maybe should have sacked the Monolith to the Comet Crawler, like used it first and then sacked it to gain more life. And just save the nutrient block to crack for 3 life, but I was a bit greedy. I wanted to draw more cards. So he currently doesn't have an attack through this. Well, that allows him to trade one of these. Another fight spell? No. Okay. All right. So probably trade off 3/4s and then stabilize. Yep, we'll trade off. All right, let's. I want to target the. No, let's target a Fariel. Draw a card. All right, that's a nice one. Dubious Delicacy. Do I want to vote out one of these things? I could vote out the Death Touch and attack with a 3/4. Gain some life. And then if he double blocks, I have the Dubious Delicacy to wreck him. It's not bad. Although these things, with the Lantern token, these are going to be 4 power next turn. Probably do need to Delicacy one of those. All right, I am going to vote out this, I think. Because I do want to get an attack in with my Comet Crawler. I'm not going to block one of the 4/3s with it. Let's see. If I attack with both, I could sack the Monolith now. And he goes to... Takes... I'd be attacking for 7. You go to 4. Yeah. I don't think I'm going to use the Monolith anymore. I think... Yeah. Yeah, I'm going to attack with both. And sack the Monolith. Try to get him a double block. And I think I do want the life gain now. If he double blocks, then we get him good with the Delicacy. Nice. The one. That's pretty good for us. We are out of gas now. No more draw engines and no more removal. So if he plays like a big creature here, he might have stabilized, but we have stabilized, which is nice. All right, so this is a big creature, 4/5. Whenever you attack, remove a +1/+1 counter from each of 2 creatures you control. If you do, draw a card. Okay, so I could sack the Delicacy to get in. I think I'm going to do that. Attack with both because my guy's Death Touch. They'll probably just trade off here. But this buys me a lot of time, and I think my deck's probably better in the late game. Oh, wow, he's trading. Yeah, there you go. I did cut the draw 3, which is a bummer, but I do have a second Monolith. Okay. All right. I have a lot of good draws still. That's a good one. Depressurize this. Continue pressuring him. Depressurize and cast depressurize in order to continue applying pressure. Doesn't make a lot of sense, but there you go. Ooh. That's a card I could lose to. That's pretty good. So I guess let's do this first. Just to get extra damage in. Maybe he trades off. All right, he trades off. Nice. All right. So I could actually go for lethal here. I'm going to do that. Sack this, put a counter on the circuit feeder. Go for lethal. All right. Nice. I think there's some plays I could have done better that game, especially with a Monolith, just the sequencing. But yeah, it worked out. There's also some interesting decisions about when to cash in the Monolith. It turns out the game went kind of long and the extra card draw would have helped a lot. But I was just getting concerned with my life total and I wanted to cash in on the Comet Crawler while I could. All right, this hand's a mulligan, unfortunately. If I drew 2 lands, it would be good because I could go Virus Beetle and then sack it to Faithful, but oh, this hand's kind of worse, but I'm going to keep it and probably put back the Mechan. I think there's an artifact though to pitch to Alfariel when I cast it. I think I want the Crawler. I think I want the block so I can sack it just to draw a card. I think I'm going to need that. I could pitch the Faller's Faithful. Yeah. I think I'm just going to, I want the artifact in hand to pitch to Alfariel, and this is a good removal spell, better than Faller's Faithful here, I think, so let's go with that. I guess technically the Faller's Faithful is a combo with the Tractor Beam. I could steal her thing and then sack it to the Faithful. Oof. I'm probably going to pitch the Kill Ship whenever I cast Alfariel, but I need to hit a second land drop or I'm in big trouble. All right, we did. We'll sack this, gain 3 life, draw a card, hopefully hit an island. All right, let's do it now. Probably the Kill Ship's getting discarded here. Yeah. All right. Well, it wasn't an island, but I can play Comet Crawler, so All right. Red-black does seem really good to me, the color combo. The card's solid. 6 damage to my creature, and if excess damage was dealt, he creates a lander token, and I have no plays here. All right. Okay. 4/4 Death Touch. I just got to kill the 4/4 Death Touch, I'm afraid. If he has the Gravedigger, the red-black, oh, you just slammed the Gravedigger. Yeah, that's worst case scenario for me. Flying Gravedigger. All right, well that's good at least. So I think I want to start with Alfariel. All right, we're gonna pitch the Meccan. All right, so we're starting to take 2 in the air, but we got some stuff going. I still feel like we're pretty far behind. Like we can Delicacy the flyer, and then we can sack it to in a future turn to the Meccan to draw a card. That's kind of good. It's annoying. Okay. Warped it. We warped that one. Let's see. There is the Monolith. Okay, okay. I have 6 mana available. So I could go Delicacy plus Monolith. My life total is starting to get a bit dicey, but I do want to get the Delicacy out so I can play the Meccan. This thing is going to be annoying. Right, I'm going to ping my guy first. Attack. I guess I probably want to hold off the Virus Beetle, don't I? It's not attack. Is there any reason to wait on the Delicacy? Is there like a +1/+1 spell? Yeah, I think there is a pump spell. I'm not going to attack. I think I need to preserve my life total here. I think we're just going to kill the flyer now. Yeah, I'm just going to kill it now. Be safe. Maybe that's a mistake, but I think there's at least one way to pump its toughness in red-black. I think. There's like a black instant that's like makes it indestructible and gives it like +0/+2. That would blow me out if I waited. There's a red like 1 mana instant that pumps a creature, gives it like +3/+2. So yeah, they're just too dangerous to wait. This Grabblade Heavy is getting me here, but I do have the Tractor Beam to steal it at some point. All right. But yeah, my life total is under major pressure. Ooh. So I can currently have 2 artifacts, 3 if I play the Circuit Feeder. Let's draw a card first. Beamsaw Prospector. Okay. So maybe I just go Meccan I would love to sack an artifact to make it 4 power so I can trade off with the Graveblade Heavy. Or I could just play the Circuit Feeder and just kill this thing and then trade for the Graveblade Heavy. Maybe that's just better, actually. Yeah. I think that's just better. No attacks. We're playing defensive here. I could have clocked for 5, but I think being able to block the Virus Beetle or maybe the Pangolin is better. Yeah, see, now that happens, like having the 2/3 back is pretty important. Okay. This is when another artifact enters. So we're taking another 4 here. It's getting close. 6 life. I do have the delicacy to gain some life. Faller's Faithful. Probably if I target one of his creatures, he's not going to allow that to happen. I could let him draw 2 cards and hit his thing, but that's a bit dicey. Do I want to draw one more time? What if he does like 3 damage to this? So bad. I draw one more time. Can't help it. Virus Beetle. So I could go Virus Beetle, Mechan, sack like the Monolith, or Beamsaw Prospector. Mechan's probably better. Yeah, I think that's better actually. What am I sacking? I think I need to keep the delicacy. I think we're done with the Monolith, honestly. Let's play this first. Sack the Monolith. Put a counter on this. Play the Prospector. Pass. Gets a lander. I feel like my 4/5 is probably just going to get hit with the removal spell here. It is red-black after all. He's used Bombard and Orbital Plunge so far. Wouldn't mind drawing another island, so I have Tractor Beam or Mechanizoa unlocked. Oh shoot. Oh my god. I'm dead. Thing is haste. What is this card? You put an artifact creature card from your hand on the battlefield. The permanent gains haste when it leaves the battlefield. It does damage equal to its mana value to each creature, and at the beginning of your end step, sacrifice is permanent. Nice. That was a good play. So he can, alright, so he's sort of like a Wrath / Sneak Attack kind of card. Alright. So decent amount of, yeah. Couple removal spells, Gravedigger. This is the card I was thinking of earlier. Oh, it's +2/+0, not +0/+2. Terminal Velocity. All right. Still think I want the kill ship. This permanent leaves the battlefield. Yeah, I think I like all these cards. I don't think I'm going to make any changes. I do think all the card draw is going to be good in this matchup. I just kind of stumbled there early game. Let's play first, I think. All right. Definitely going to keep this one. Oh, he doesn't have a Virus Beetle. Virus Beetle would be painful. But I like all these cards. I don't want to discard them. Ah, it's got the Beetle. What do I pitch? I think Tractor Beam's the best removal spell, maybe. Could pitch a land, but I'm so far from casting Circuit Feeder if I do that. Circuit Feeder's really good, though. I'm just going to pitch a Swamp. Maybe a bit greedy. All right, only do an island. I wanted the double island for the Tractor Beam. Let's get the Monolith going. If he plays like a beefier creature, I could steal with Tractor Beam next turn and then start using the Monolith. Okay, well, Comet Crawler's pretty good here. I can start drawing cards off of that. Hey, what's up, Russell? The servers came up, I think like slightly after 12, maybe like 12:30. All right. I assume my creature's about to get bombarded, or it's going to keep me hit with removal, almost assuredly. But it'd be nice if it weren't. Okay, nice, it lives. But that could be a good one to Tractor Beam. It's pretty annoying. Yeah, we're just going to do that. Tractor Beam. Steal it. New mic. Same mic, just better placement. So I could target my own Comet Crawler, so then if he like double blocks it, I draw a ton of cards. Although I feel like I still want to leave it back. I'm not going to attack with it, so let's just hit the heavy. Okay. Missing a land drop there. It's kind of a bummer. All right, no attacks. I could Faller's Faithful this thing next turn and draw even more cards. Although technically, if I ping it first with the Monolith, I won't draw any cards, so that would be bad. Okay, so he's gonna get in with this thing, get it for 4. Yeah, you got it. I'm not gonna block. There's the kill ship. We got the combo. Okay. I think we're gonna start off with the heavy, draw a card. Okay. Land. So I could play a Fariel and then vote out on the Beckoner. Not bad. I do take 3 more damage if I do that, but I do develop my board a lot and I draw some cards. Or I could just play the Mechan and not sack anything, but then I'm not killing the Beckoner. Yeah, I think I like Alfariel and vote out. Oof, what do we pitch though? I don't want to pitch the kill ship when I got the Monolith in play. I guess and I don't want to pitch the Circuit Feeder, so I guess I'm pitching the Mechan. Could pitch 2 lands as well, but so if he has the Gravedigger, he's gonna play that here and get back the Beckoner. A little annoying. I do need to start poking him for some damage because this thing only kills them when he's at 10 or less life with the Monolith. 10 damage to him. All right. 4/3 Menace. But creates a lantern token. It's a good card. So now I can play Circuit Feeder, and I have just one artifact, but I could kill the Sentry. Then I could sack this to the Comet Crawler. Okay, let's start with drawing a card off of the heavy. Okay, this actually is not bad. So I can play the Circuit Feeder. Target this. I have 2 artifacts. Target that. I could attack with both. Go up to 12. Yeah, I like attacking with both because I want to get him low enough so I can 10 him with the Monolith. So we're attacking with both. I could even sack the heavy. Yeah. We're doing it. Attack for 8. All right. Gaining 6. I like this. I like this. All right. Now we're in good shape. Attack the Lander token. It's going to be like a removal spell. Tragic Trajectory or something. On my 4/4. Vote out. Okay. I'll live with that. All right. So let's draw a card first. Depressurize. Okay. So I think we just go attack. Mechan. I could Faller's Faithful, sack my own Mechan to draw. Draw some cards, although the Mechan does block this. Or I could just play the Faithful just as to get a board presence. I think I just want the board presence. Although he's just gonna keep the Virus Beetle back is the thing. But I think I do want the 3/2 out. Yeah. The weird play when he's got a Virus Beetle in play, but I don't think I want to sack my creatures. I think I want the board presence. All right, there's the dragon. Dragon's pretty annoying. So he's probably going to kill Alfariel here. I mean, I could kill the dragon now, make him draw 10, lose 10, but this actually actually pretty close. 1 damage short of killing him. Because then I could attack for 5. All right, so he kills the Faithful. Attacks with the Prospector, probably. So I could depressurize the Virus Beetle, play the Pinnacle Kill Ship, make him draw 10, knock him down to 1. But then he draws 10 cards, and he's still alive. Incredibly dangerous. But I can't let the 4/4 live for very long is the thing. Letting him draw 10 cards and not being able to finish it, that's pretty dicey. I'm going to take this. I depressurize the Virus Beetle and then go for the Kill Ship. Knock him down to 1. I mean, both of my creatures will be... No, they won't both be lethal. He just drops a bunch of creatures. I'm going for it. This play might be insane. But I think I need to get the 4/4 off the battlefield, and I think now is my moment. Ooh, Tragic Trajectory. Well, I don't have any way to trigger warp is the problem. All right. I'm going to do something that's probably insane. So let's see, he draws terminal velocity and he wraths the board, and then he's up a million cards. Like, what then? What's your plan then, huh? Like that's not great for me. I could also so hard. This is probably wrong, but you know, if he draws a card, he does die here. I'm gonna ping the dragon. I don't think he will, but I think I'm gonna go for it here. This is probably wrong. I'm making him draw 10 cards. Like, let's make the oops. Oops, I targeted your creature. He took the damage. He took the damage. Let's go. 10 to your amazing. Back for 5. Ooh. All right, all right. That was kind of a funny play. Okay. So we got, yeah, his deck is good. The dragon is nice in this matchup. For sure. Okay, okay. The Fowler's Faithfuls have been kind of bad, I have to say. Like, I mean, it's good to sack like my own, you know, Beetle or my Prospector. That's basically what I want it for, but they're not normally taking damage. It's basically just a 3/1, which gets bricked by Virus Beetle. 13 creatures. I could also cut a Fowler's Faithful and just add like a counterspell, but I'm on the draw here, which is the problem. I could have one of these. Like, he has one, and it's kind of annoying for me. Yeah, I'm gonna trade a Fowler's Faithful for a Graveblade Heavy, actually. I think I like that. Seems good. And anything else? Plus, that's another creature with more than 1 toughness, so I can ping it with my 2 monoliths. Alright, let's go with that. Alright, game 3 of the finals. Yeah, stands fine. I'm gonna keep it. Probably lead Prospector on 2. So if he kills it, I get a lander. And Virus Beetle's better the fewer cards he has in hand. So he has less choices. So let's start by attacking. Okay. I could hold up Dubious Delicacy. But he does have like the 4-mana 3/4, which the Delicacy doesn't even kill. I'm going to get the Beetle going. Even though it's not mana efficient. I don't have a 4-drop ready to go next turn anyways. Alright, discarded a Swamp. Land Seeker. That's a good one for the Delicacy. It's a really good one for Delicacy. Could also warp the Mechanozoa, but I think I just want to get rid of it with the Delicacy. That sounds good. That does open the door to him playing the Gravedigger, I guess. Maybe there's an argument for warping, but you can warp the Gravedigger next turn and keep his own Virus Beetle. Annoying, but I'm just going to discard an island. Even though I have 2 6-drops, I'm going to hold on to him. Virus Beetle actually pretty good in this board. But I'll trade my Prospector for a Virus Beetle when I got 2 6s in hand. And a 7. Okay. I could also warp. But I actually think I do want to trade off my Prospector. So I'll attack with both. Yep. And use his turn to crack the lander. It's fine with me. And I guess just pass. All right, there's the Gravedigger. I was worried about that. To get back the Virus Beetle or the Landseeker? The Virus Beetle. Okay. Yeah. I think the kill ship is getting discarded here. Even though it won the last game, I think my other 2 6s are better. I don't want to sack the Delicacy. Make him lose 3 life. I think I'm going to hold on to it for now. All right, nice. Land was good. So let's see. I could play Circuit Feeder. So what if he has the Terminal Velocity and the Dragon? Kill this thing. Play Mechanozoa and stun the Mechan. Plays the Dragon. Yeah, I think I'm going to play the Circuit. On the other hand, it's kind of nice to like use the buff on something. I'm going to play this one first. My reasoning is because it's if he has removal, I'd rather he kill the 5/5 than the 4/4 flyer, I think. So yeah, let's tap that, stun it. I could trade off here, but I think with the Circuit Feeder, I think I'd rather just have the body in play. Plus I have Vote Out, so it's a creature to convoke with. Yeah, so he kills that. Not surprised. Saxolander. Yeah, the card is really good. So now I think I need to play Circuit Feeder and kill this thing before it grows too much. I'm still not going to trade though, because I have like Faller's Faithful in my deck. Like I have the 3/4 second artifacts, but I'm going to hold the land too. Well, yeah, I'm going to hold the land. He could have another Virus Beetle, even though I do have like a draw 3 in my deck. So he could bombard this one. We saw that earlier. Okay, I don't care about that card. The fact that he's committing to the board is a good sign. It means probably not a huge terminal velocity coming. Harry Beckoner. Okay, well, that's kind of funny. So what will I discard a swamp to gain 3 life? Oh, Vote Out. Wow. Nice turn. All right, well, definitely taking this. Okay, I think we're in trouble now. Yeah. We're going to have to hold this Vote Out for the Beckoner, for the Perigee Beckoner. And then we're just ripping off the top. I'll trade it for the 2/1. You didn't play the Beckoner pre-combat. Mill 3, then return a creature or spacecraft from your graveyard to your hand. Oh, wow. That's a big problem. Taking back the Gravedigger? Oh, no. Yeah, we're in big trouble. I need to rip the draw 3 card that I have. Yeah, this is bad. This is really bad. He can, with a 4/1, he can then station the spacecraft and turn it on next turn. Yeah. Not looking good. Need to rip a good spell. Ugh. So now I think I vote out the flyer, I guess, just to buy myself some time. It's going to be a 4/4 the turn after that. Yep. This thing, oh wow, this thing, I have to sack the next creature I play. Yeah, we're in big trouble. So you can play the Beckoner and then crew the spacecraft and hit me for 6. Don't have a lot of time left. Probably I'm just going to sack the Delicacy now to gain 3 life. I want to hold it one more turn. Yeah, I think I'm just going to sack it now just to gain the life. I think that's what I need. Watch me draw Tragic Trajectory. Monolith. Yeah. That's not good. All right. I think I'm dead. I'm gonna play the land in case I get the draw 3, but I don't think I have any outs at this point. Yeah, a little too much air at the end there. The grave. This card is so good. The Gravedigger, like being able to loop this, is so much value. That's probably why I lost this game, just grinding me out. Okay, so I mean, this is just going to make me sack. I guess I have to do this and draw a card. He's going to make me sack this creature, but I don't know what I'm hoping to draw here. Definitely not a swamp. All right, GG's. All right, well, 2-1 on that one. Unfortunate loss at the end, but hey, we got to live out the deal 10 to someone, finish him off. That was pretty sweet. I like the monolith, Reliquary Monolith. That card is pretty awesome. All right, let's go again.